So, good afternoon. We are the coordinators of the Project Management Career Day 2018, and we would like to have your opinion on project management. So, why do you think project management is important in research and in science administration?
I think project management is crucial, either you work in science or in administration or in business. From my point of view, and if you look back for a couple of years, maybe 10-15 years back in DKFZ, project management was not a big issue. Everybody was doing something, but in the last couple of years, with these big projects like NCT, or the German Consortium of Cancer Research and so on, or the cooperation with partners not only in Germany, maybe far abroad. We need this kind of project management. Otherwise, you have a maybe good idea or not so good idea, but you don't realize it. Yeah? It's a big difference between having an idea and realize it to the end. If you look for the more technical sides, say do project management for many, many years. Otherwise, it would not be possible to have construction work to the end. And if you look in DKFZ for the last 10-15 years, what we built up in construction work, that's project management from the beginning up to the end. Otherwise, you would build and build and build again and would never finish. So I'm absolutely sure that in DKFZ we need more project management in science, and it's not a contradiction to the creativity of science. The creativity is one part of science, but bringing a project or idea to the end, that's the other part. And for that you need project management. For that I think it's really good, it's a fantastic idea that you picked up this theme project management. And so it's not an order from the management board. That was your idea, and I appreciate it very much.
And how do you think can young researchers transition from now, for example, from the lab work to project or science management?
In some ways, that's a complicated question. From the side of the management board, we look for people being in the science, doing science work. But we learned in the last maybe 5 to 10 years that quite a lot of scientists, researchers, after a couple of years being doctoral student or postdoc, they quit the lab. For which reason ever? And they ask for a job in research management. And if I compare it once again to 10-15 years before, there was no position for this kind of people. Now, with these projects, with this interaction, and look for big projects from the European Union, look for this project with NCT in Heidelberg or in Dresden, we have, I don't know how many, but quite a lot of people that are working in this business. Why? You need on the one side the science background. You have to understand it as a medical doctor or as a scientist, biologist, or name it. And on the other side, you have to learn and to be trained in all the structures of more the economic administrative science, and as a basis for it, you need the project management. Project management for me is like a tool or toolbox, and the toolbox is very huge, and you have to decide how many of these tools you need from the toolbox out. I expect in the next couple of years more possibilities for people with scientific or science background, get training in administration from finance to personnel to procurement to construction work, not as their scientific background, but on the scientific background to understand the other business, and to have this project management as a personal tool. Maybe there are not extremely or quite a lot of positions, but there are positions not only in DKFZ, it's outside, and that's not only DKFZ, that's in every research organization. The projects are much more complicated than in the past, and they must be managed. Sometimes scientists are bad managers.
Okay, so our last question. What advice do you have for the participants of the Project Management Career Day 2018?
First, once again, I congratulate to have this idea. And second, all the participants should use all opportunities to participate in these courses for project management. And I think we have to discuss in DKFZ, and we did it in the last couple of months, to have more training courses for project management. I'm for a long time in DKFZ, for more than 20 years. Sometimes I feel 250 years. I miss up to now a little bit more people to have all the tools of project management. So we will do it in a very systematic manner for scientists, for administrative staff, for staff in the technical parts of DKFZ, and you should use it. It's part of your professionality in the future, and maybe it's one important part for your career. For that, do it, simply.
Okay, so thank you very much for your time and also for your opinion.